Good evening and welcome everyone. My name is Sebastian Gelfand. I'm Innovation Manager at Opino Italy, and I want to introduce you guys to Huawei Tech Arena Italy 2024, the call for ideas dedicated to PhDs, current students, fresh PhDs, and postdoctorates. The goal of this event, guys, is to demonstrate the value of doctoral research as an accelerator of innovation and a driving force to shape the future of technology and research at Huawei. Today, we will be joined by two experts on this subject, so I'm really excited to present to you guys Laura Resteghini, Senior Microwave Antenna Engineer and Manager of Huawei-Polimi JointLab, and Roberto Flamini, Director of Microwave System Lab, with whom we will talk about Huawei Tech Arena Italy 2024. So let's show you how to participate, guys. So you will need to register individually or in teams of two. Don't worry if you haven't registered yet, okay? Our QR code will be showed and posted, there you go, at the right side of the screen, and then we will share the link on the chat, guys. So once you are registered, we will provide a PowerPoint template to complete and upload your project at any time prior to the deadline, that is, remember, October 27th. In the meantime, we have organized several workshops with mentors from Huawei. This is a great opportunity for participants to own their technological expertise, make connections, and develop or refine their project proposal. Are you ready, guys? So let's go. On this year, we have two project topic options, okay? So topic one is on antenna technology for 5G advanced applications and joint communications and sensing, whereas topic two is on radio frequency and photonic technology for the evolution of wireless base station. So now that we have the two topics on the table, let's do a deep dive of these two topics with our two experts that are joining us today. So, Laura, let's jump to the first topic, that is antennas.
Thank you, Sebastian, for the introduction. I'm Laura Resteghini. I'm a senior antenna engineer of Huawei, and I'm managing the Huawei-Polimi JointLab, where we have a variety of research direction, and we have a big community of engineers that support us for the 5G and beyond 5G scenarios. So you have asked me about the topic number one that is related to the antennas. Especially, we are looking for innovative design of metasurface and metamaterials. We are looking for advanced research in antenna theory, and in order to enable wideband and extremely high efficient antenna solution. We are interested in new material that can support the low losses design and the research on synthesis for unconventional antenna array. Other topics can be, for example, the research on tunable material, and that can really boost the performance of the antenna. And last but not least, the research on antennas that can improve the flexibility of system like joint communication and sensing for beyond 5G system.
Laura, thank you a lot. Great explanation. So now let's pass to the second topic and ask Roberto to tell us about the radio frequency and photonic technology for the evolution of wireless base station. Roberto, floor is yours.
Thank you, Sebastian. Yes, my name is Roberto Flamini, and I am the director of the Microwave System Lab at the Milan Research Center of Huawei, Italy. So regarding the second topic, it is about the evolution of wireless base station systems. So this is a very broad domain, I have to admit. But being so broad, this means that we can really get a lot of ideas, I hope for that. And this can include many different aspects. with a focus on performance, of course, but not only, because another focus that we have is to go green, like everybody is trying to do right now. So in this context, every idea which is aimed at boosting the performance of base station systems, but also reducing the power consumption, so being much more efficient, is something that is very appreciated by us. So this means that you can bring ideas about radio frequency technologies, architectures, but also photonic technologies that can be included and applied to wireless applications, especially under the 100 gigahertz domain. That's it.
Thank you so much, Roberto. So now that we have an broad understanding of the topics, and maybe it would be great to explain what is expected of the submitted projects. So I don't know if you guys can give us some examples. Laura, let's start with you again, please.
Yes, Sebastian. So
yes,
the Tech Arena is really designed to leverage the innovation engine of today. That could be software or hardware. So basically, for the topic of antenna, we do expect the following results and the following materials. First of all, we are really interested in modeling and design of electromagnetic metamaterials and metasurface, but not only the design, but also the process that can be exploited to make some prototype and manufacturing. We are looking for innovative and breakthrough for the design of antenna solution. And the design could be supportive for the definition of extremely wideband antenna and or multiband antenna, and especially can be used for improved efficiency, but not only. Let's think about system with different antenna panels. We would like also to improve the isolation performance. Another interesting topic can be related to the high integration of antennas. We know right now that we have always to reduce the losses of the system to make them more efficient, but also to make them really power consumption effective. So we are thinking of new materials and new design that can be helpful for the antenna and the beamforming network to reduce the insertion loss. Another interesting topic is related to the tunable material. This is a quite transversal topic because can be addressed by chemistry people or people that come from engineering of material. In this case, we are looking for not only the design of reconfigurable devices, could be antenna, filtering, or switches, but also to the investigation of the material, so the chemistry of the material that can support this kind of reconfigurability. Other topic can be addressed by transmit array, reconfigurable array, and also solution that can involve unconventional design. We have quite long experience on this and can be related to irregular array, sparse array, and to thinned array. Another important topic is related to the manufacturing process. We have to cope with the accuracy of the process, especially when we go for extremely high efficiency antenna. And in this case, we need to have the process that is really accurate. Last topic is related to the joint communication and sensing. In this case, we have to consider the possibility to innovate the architecture and the antenna design in order to provide really flexibility in the system to be capable to switch from sensing to communication. And this is extremely important because when we have to deal with this kind of system, we really have to improve the system performance by lowering, for example, the side lobe. This is a sort of list of different examples of what can be submitted to the antenna topic, but you don't have to limit to this kind of application. Maybe you can envision something really more innovative, let's say.
Okay, so Roberto, if you can add about your topic.
Yes, of course. So the second topic was related to the radio frequency and photonic technology for the evolution of wireless base stations. And here we expect projects that are focusing on solutions that can bring, as I was mentioning before, benefits in terms of power consumption, in terms of performance, and in terms of cost reduction. So here we can really space between radio frequency technologies, innovative solutions for beamforming, and for example, one important topic and domain that we are really looking for to use is the integration of photonic technologies into the wireless domain. Here we can think about technologies for optical beamforming, for example, radio over fiber. This is a very big topic. I would say it's a macro topic, which is related to photonic integrated technologies, which are applied to innovative base station antennas and systems. So here I can suggest, but this is really a list, and I would say you should not limit to that. I can suggest, for example, proposals about modeling and design of micro photonic technologies and devices, or highly integrated photonic components, which will bring high performance for the wireless applications. I'm thinking about optical modulators, optical switches, phase shifters, amplifiers. So this is a domain, so the photonic domain, which is getting into the wireless, and is something that we are very interested in. However, just to summarize, radio frequency technologies, new solutions, architectural solutions for boosting the performance, but also to reduce cost and power consumption. I want to say a last word about the fact that if you need any further details, you will have the chance to have workshops. As I said before, you have some mentorship, and we will try to provide you all the possible details and technical materials that you may need.
Thank you, Roberto. Thank you very much for both of you for your explanations. I think everything is much clearer right now. I want to add also that we will provide, maybe Roberto and Laura told it already, but I want to make sure that everyone is on the same ship on this, that we will provide all participants with a PowerPoint template with all the guidance necessary to submit the project abstract and the specific details about the proposal. So don't worry if you didn't catch all on these explanations, you will be briefed. And important to say that each submission should be maximum of five slides. This is just to make sure to focus on quality over quantity, okay? So now that we know a little bit more about the topics, I think a very crucial part of this live is the Q&A session. Okay, so I'm gonna look at some questions that have been sent over the last few days, and if any one of you have any other questions, please write them on the chat so we can address as many as possible. Don't worry if we don't address them all during this live. You will be approached individually and your questions will be answered, okay? So let's go with the first questions. It's super important, and it's basically for each and every one of you. What is the deadline to register and submit the project? Okay, so let's go back to this subject. I think it's very important for everyone to be super clear about this. So first of all, it is important to register right now. Okay, as early you register, the best. Okay. You will be able to register and submit on the Huawei Tech Arena Italy 2024 landing page that you can find it on the QR code and on the link we will be providing during this live on the chat. And you will be sent with a form where you can specify if you will apply individually or in teams of 2. Okay. And then you will receive another form in which you can specify and then you will describe if you already have an idea. This is super important. If you already have an idea of a project to submit, you can share a brief description on this application form. Okay, make sure to do this before October the 3rd, to make the most of the workshops and one-on-one mentorship sessions. All right. Later, you will be able to upload the complete project using the provided template. Okay. So you can again scan the QR code or follow the link on the chat. That was question number 1. I hope we answered correctly and it's clear for everyone. Now let's go to question number 2. What are the benefits of the workshops and one-to-one mentorships, and what are the dates? So I think, Laura, you can answer this question.
Yes, the workshop and the mentorship are provided in order to support you and especially the development of your own idea. The target is to give you the chance to be in the final of the tech arena. For the mentorship and for the workshop, we envision 3 technical workshops and 1 workshop I will let Sebastian to explain later. So for the 3 technical workshops, all of them will be provided in the afternoon at 3 p.m. and will take 2 hours, 1 hour for the workshop and 1 hour for the mentorship. So the first workshop will be led by me. I will introduce you to the antenna process and technology and design for supporting the 5G and beyond 5G system. The date for the workshop will be the 3rd of October. The second workshop will be led by my colleague Ivan Russo. He will explain you the topic on metamaterials and meta surface design and prototyping to support the 5G and beyond 5G scenario. And the workshop will be led the 17th of October. The third workshop is guided by my colleague Damiano Badini, and he will introduce to microwave photonics challenges toward the 6G. And this workshop will be given the 24th of October. Now I leave the floor to Sebastian to introduce the last workshop.
Okay, thank you a lot, Laura. And I will take part of the workshop number 4 that it will be offered by Opino, and it's vertical on pitch training, guys. So super important characteristic of these projects. It will be held Thursday, November the 3rd, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., where we will have 1 hour of workshop and then 1 hour of mentorships at the tables. Okay. So I hope it's clear everything with the workshops. And now let's move to question number 3. I think this question is really expected, the answer. Okay, so when the final event will be held, how many finalists will be selected, and what prizes will be awarded? Okay, so 3 questions in one. That's been really efficient, let's say. So the final event will be in Milan, the 14th of November. Just 12 finalists will be invited on the event, where they will pitch their projects to Huawei judges and attend the award ceremony. So prizes awarded, a drum roll. The prizes will be 5,000 euros for the first place, 3,000 euros for the second place, and a Huawei Watch GT3 or similar for the third place. Okay. Question number 4. If I'm not a PhD with a background on develop or engineering, but I am a PhD candidate with another background, for example, chemistry, with a project focused on photonic technology regarding the chemical field, can I submit my project? Here, Roberto, I will leave it to you, I think. So
Yes,
please.
I can take this. Thank you, Sebastian.
Great,
So
great.
I would say yes, absolutely, because actually we encourage everyone to apply, because if you have a good idea that can be somehow applied to the wireless system, then our Huawei mentors will help you to develop your idea and to propose something which is really catchy. And I want to add that in the past we had several cooperation projects, for example, with the professor of chemistry. So chemistry can be a good point.
Okay, great, great. Roberto, okay, so I think maybe it's been answered on the chat, but I will address this question that has been written live on chat. So please share the template of a research proposal. You will receive every material for the submission. Okay, you will be followed by mentors, and they will help you to structure it and to fill it the best way possible. Okay, so don't you worry about that. You will be very very followed by our mentors. Okay, so to wrap it up, that's all for the questions. Remember, if we receive more questions, they will be answered, not in this live, but they will be answered individually and then shared to all of you guys. So to wrap it up, Laura, Roberto, do you have any tips for those interested in joining the Huawei Tech Arena Italy 2024?
Maybe I can start first. We think big at Huawei, so don't be afraid to take the risk to propose your own idea. If you think that your idea can be developed and is interesting for you, don't miss this chance to sign up and submit. As Sebastian said several times, we will do our best to support you and help you during the preparation of the material to help you to really develop your idea.
Yeah, now I can go with my tip. Yeah, actually, I'm a big believer of team working, so cooperation. So what I suggest you to do is to maybe find some partner to make your proposal stronger, to get many different point of view regarding the topic that you are proposing. So that's the one of the suggestions that I would like to give you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Laura and Roberto. Thank you for all the knowledge you've shared on this live. Well, also I will give my advice. Register right now, guys. Don't wait to start working on your proposal. The more prepared you come to the workshops and mentorships, the more you will get out of the experience. And also, of course, the stronger your proposal will be by the due date on October 27th. So, as you can see on the screen, scan the QR code or go to the link in the chat and register. And before we close, I want to thank Roberto and Laura. Thank you very much for joining and for being with us today. And for everyone that is watching everywhere. See you on the Huawei Tech Arena Italy 2024 platform. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Nice to
Sebastian.
see you. Bye bye.
Bye. Looking
Bye bye.
forward. Bye.